world is full of all kinds of terrifying creatures, from snakes to insects and many more. While most of us are familiar with dangerous animals from the safety of zoos, encountering one of them in their natural habitat is a completely different experience. In this video, we're going to introduce some of the most dangerous animals in the world and how they interact with humans. And believe me when I say, you'll be terrified. Get ready to discover what makes these creatures so formidable and why we must approach them not only with great respect but with extreme caution. These are 24 of the most mysterious animals in the world. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave a like. Now, let's get started. Number 24, the giant freshwater stingray. The giant freshwater stingray is an enormous and awe-inspiring creature that inhabits rivers and other aquatic environments. Known for its incredible size and mysterious nature, this species can be both fascinating and dangerous. Although these stingrays usually prefer to glide silently through the water, they can become threatening if provoked. The largest recorded giant freshwater stingray in Asia measured nearly 4 meters across and weighed over 300 kilograms. Imagine encountering an animal of that size. Its stinger, while not used aggressively by nature, can deliver a potent toxin that's harmful to humans. Number 23, the electric eel. The electric eel, native to the Amazon River, is as dangerous as it is fascinating. This remarkable creature can generate powerful electric shocks thanks to specialized organs that produce electricity. These shocks can reach up to 650 volts, enough to stun or even kill small prey. Electric eels use their shocking ability primarily for hunting or defense, though they can deliver a painful jolt if threatened. While their shocks are rarely fatal to humans, they can be dangerous for anyone who's submerged in water or in poor health. With its ability to produce such high voltages, the electric eel is one of the most unique animals in the Amazon, a perfect blend of natural wonder and raw power. Number 22, the Arapaima. The armored giant. The Arapaima, the largest freshwater fish in the world, is a true giant worthy of respect. Growing up to 3 meters long, it's no wonder this fish dominates its river habitat, but it's not just the Arapaima's size that makes it impressive. It's also its armor-like scales. These scales are composed of collagen fibers layered like natural plywood, providing protection against predators. Despite its heavy armor, the Arapaima is surprisingly agile, gliding swiftly through the water. Uniquely, the Arapaima must surface regularly to breathe air, adding an interesting twist to its survival strategy. With its combination of strength, size, and adaptability, the Arapaima remains one of the most fascinating creatures in the world's freshwater systems. Number 21, the giant river otter. The giant river otter might not be the first creature that comes to mind when thinking of dangerous wildlife, but these otters are formidable in their own right. As the largest otter species, they can grow up to 1.8 meters long. While not typically aggressive toward humans, these highly social animals form complex family structures and can be fiercely territorial when defending their group. Once seen as a curiosity by local communities, the giant river otter is now recognized for its crucial ecological role in the Amazon River. Sadly, their population has declined drastically due to hunting and habitat loss. With fewer than 5,000 individuals remaining in the wild, the species is endangered. Their plight highlights the importance of conservation and reminds us how human actions can push a species to the brink. Protecting them is vital for preserving the balance of the river ecosystems for future generations. Number 20, the Amazon jaguar. The jaguar is one of the most fearsome and elusive predators of the Amazon rainforest. As the only big cat found in both North and South America, the jaguar stands out for its strength, agility, and stealth, ranking as the third largest feline in the world after lions and tigers. This solitary hunter dominates its territory. Jaguars are expert swimmers, which makes them unique among big cats. They are as capable in water as they are on land, often hunting fish and even caimans. Their powerful jaws can crush skulls and shells with ease, making them one of nature's most efficient hunters. Encountering a jaguar in the wild is an unforgettable experience. Their ability to strike with precision and speed makes them the ultimate apex predator of the Amazon, a true embodiment of raw power and grace. Number 19, the spectacled bear. The Amazon rainforest is home to many fascinating animals, and one of the most surprising residents is the spectacled bear, the only bear species native to South America. Despite their impressive presence, sightings are rare. These bears are technically omnivorous, feeding on a varied diet that includes fruits, small animals, and insects. They are generally not aggressive toward humans unless provoked. However, fear and misunderstandings have led to human-wildlife conflicts, particularly with farmers worried about livestock. Unfortunately, this has resulted in hunting, and the spectacled bear is now listed as vulnerable. Thankfully, ongoing conservation efforts aim to protect these creatures and their habitats. With continued protection, there's hope that future generations will be able to admire the unique spectacled bear in the wild. Elusive yet essential, their survival is vital for maintaining biodiversity in the Amazon. Number 18. The Kandiru fish. The Kandiru, a notorious inhabitant of the Amazon River, is a creature that certainly earns its place among dangerous animals. This small parasitic fish is infamous for its lifestyle. It attaches itself to other fish through their gills and feeds on their blood. The Kandiru can grow up to 40 centimeters long, though it's usually much smaller, allowing it to infiltrate tight spaces with ease. What makes this fish especially unsettling is the local urban legend surrounding it, that the Kandiru can swim up the urethra of men urinating in the river. Though scientists have debunked this as extremely unlikely, the legend persists, adding a layer of mystery and fear to the creature's reputation. Regardless of the myth, the real danger lies in its parasitic behavior, which can cause serious harm to its hosts. For anyone venturing into the Amazon's waters, the Kandiru serves as a chilling reminder to always be cautious of what lurks beneath the surface. Number 17. The Amazon River dolphin. The Amazon River dolphin, also known as Inia geoffrensis, is an extraordinary and remarkable creature. These dolphins are unique among their kind, as they live in freshwater rivers rather than the ocean. Growing over 2.4 meters long, they have a distinctive pink coloration that sets them apart from their oceanic relatives. Although their appearance is captivating, Amazon River dolphins face severe threats due to human activity. Pollution and habitat destruction have caused a dramatic decline in their numbers. Once abundant throughout the vast Amazon River systems, their future is now uncertain. Conservation efforts are essential to protect their habitats and ensure their survival. These dolphins have no natural predators in the river, but the environmental challenges they face make population recovery difficult. Efforts continue, but much more work is needed to safeguard these gentle, beautiful creatures from the dangers caused by human interference. Number 16. The red-bellied piranha. When most people think of piranhas, they immediately imagine violent, bloodthirsty creatures tearing their prey apart, and the red-bellied piranha is often the species that comes to mind, thanks to its fearsome reputation in popular media. While they do possess sharp teeth and can become aggressive, the reality of their behavior is more complex. These piranhas are omnivores, meaning their diet isn't composed solely of meat. They also consume plants and decaying organic matter. Often regarded as nature's cleanup crew, they prefer eating dead or dying animals rather than hunting healthy prey. The red-bellied piranha is not the mindless killer it's often portrayed as in movies. Instead, they form schools to protect themselves from larger predators and only become aggressive under rare circumstances. So, while caution is always wise, the exaggerated fear surrounding piranhas doesn't fully match their true behavior. Understanding their real nature helps us appreciate their role in the ecosystem, reminding us that not all dangerous animals are as terrifying as they seem. Number 15. The green iguana. At first glance, the green iguana doesn't seem dangerous. Often seen as a calm and even docile reptile, it's a popular pet in many parts of the world. However, the green iguana has become one of the most problematic invasive species in both North and South America. In places like Florida, where exotic pets are frequently released into the wild, green iguanas have found a new home. With no natural predators and rapid reproduction, their populations have exploded. As a result, they've caused considerable damage to ecosystems and local infrastructure. Their activities include uprooting plants, causing erosion, and even damaging buildings with their burrows. Controlling this invasive species has become so critical that there are now jobs dedicated to humanely managing their populations. The rise of the green iguana as an invasive threat serves as a reminder that even seemingly harmless animals can become ecological dangers when introduced into the wrong environment, highlighting the importance of responsible pet ownership and better invasive species management. Number 14. The golden poison dart frog frogs are not usually considered deadly, but the golden poison dart frog is an exception to that rule. Found in the Colombian Amazon, this tiny frog produces a powerful toxin that coats its skin, making it one of the most poisonous creatures on Earth. The toxin is so potent that it can kill a human, although the frog itself is immune to it. This remarkable defense mechanism keeps predators away and ensures the frog's survival in its environment. The golden poison dart frog is well known among indigenous tribes, who used its venom to coat the tips of their hunting arrows. The frog's bright yellow coloration serves as a warning to potential predators, signaling danger. For anyone visiting the Amazon, it's crucial to avoid touching these vibrant frogs, as their toxicity makes them deadly to humans. This incredible species is a fascinating example of how nature equips its creatures to survive and thrive, even in the most dangerous environments. Number 13. The reticulated python. The reticulated python is one of the largest and most powerful snakes in the world. Native to South and Southeast Asia, this giant is known for its remarkable swimming abilities, which have allowed it to spread across several small islands in the region. But in 2011, one of these snakes made a shocking appearance far from its usual habitat. A reticulated python measuring 7.7 meters long and weighing an impressive 158 kilograms was discovered in Kansas City, Missouri. This enormous snake, named Medusa, was adopted by Full Moon Productions and became the longest snake in captivity. Medusa isn't just long, she's also a voracious eater. Every 2 weeks, she consumes a diet of rabbits, deer, and even wild boars, eating up to 18 kilograms of food in a single meal. Her presence serves as a reminder of how unpredictable and awe-inspiring nature can be, with creatures like the reticulated python capable of surprising us wherever they appear. Number 12. The Burmese python, Florida. Famous for its sunny beaches and theme parks, hides a much more dangerous secret: the Burmese python. These non-native snakes were introduced to the state after their natural habitat was destroyed during a 1992 hurricane. Since then, they have established a breeding population in the Everglades, causing severe ecological problems. In recent years, hunters in Florida have captured Burmese pythons measuring up to 5.5 meters, 18 feet long, and weighing more than 60 kilograms, 130 pounds. One particularly shocking discovery was a pregnant python carrying 73 eggs. Although these snakes are not inherently dangerous to humans, their presence in Florida has led to a dramatic decline in native wildlife populations. Burmese pythons are formidable predators, attacking mammals, birds, and even reptiles. And since they have no natural predators in Florida, they continue to thrive, wreaking havoc on the ecosystem. As a result, Florida has authorized year-round hunting of these snakes in an attempt to control their numbers, but the damage to the local fauna has already been significant. Number 11. The Indian python, on the island of Penang, Malaysia. Construction workers came across an extraordinary sight while working on a viaduct in Paya Terubong. They discovered an 8-meter, 26-foot Indian python, and it took nearly 30 minutes for the workers to capture it. The team, accustomed to handling snakes, provided food and water to the python before releasing it back into the wild. However, just 3 days later, the snake tragically died after giving birth, an extremely rare event as pythons seldom die post-labor. An investigation revealed that one of the workers had accidentally kicked the snake during the capture, likely causing internal injuries that contributed to its death. The Indian python, known for its size and strength, is a powerful constrictor capable of taking down large prey. Although these snakes are generally not aggressive toward humans, encounters like this remind us of both their power and their unpredictability. Number 10. The yellow anaconda, one of the largest snakes in the world. The yellow anaconda can be found in the wetlands of South America. Although not as famous as its larger cousin, the green anaconda, the yellow variety still commands respect. In Altamira, Brazil, construction workers were stunned to discover a 10-meter long, 33-foot yellow anaconda weighing 400 kilograms, 880 pounds. To move the massive creature, a crane had to be used to lift it from the rubble. Although yellow anacondas are non-venomous, they are still deadly. Like other constrictors, they use their immense strength to coil around their prey and suffocate it. In the wild, they primarily hunt in the water, ambushing their victims and drowning them, even large animals such as capybaras. The sheer size and strength of these snakes make them a formidable force in their environment, capable of taking down much larger prey, including humans, if the opportunity arises. Number 9. The Goliath bird-eater tarantula. For many people, just hearing the word spider is enough to provoke fear. However, when it comes to the Goliath bird-eater tarantula, also known by its scientific name Theraphosa blondie, even the bravest often take a step back. This species is considered the largest spider in the world by weight and one of the most imposing in leg span, with a robust body and legs that can reach over 30 centimeters, 12 inches, across. This spider is a true colossus of the arachnid world. Despite its intimidating name, Goliath, a reference to the biblical giant, and its fearsome appearance, the Goliath tarantula is actually more shy than aggressive. It prefers to avoid conflicts with large animals, including humans. Yet its impressive size and peculiar defense behaviors have earned it a place among the most feared and fascinating creatures of the animal kingdom. The Goliath tarantula is native to the tropical rainforests of South America, found mainly in Guyana, Venezuela, Suriname, and parts of northern Brazil. These humid, dense environments are ideal for the species, which spends most of its time hidden in underground burrows to protect itself from excessive heat and predators. These burrows are usually dug by the spider itself or adapted from holes left by small rodents or other animals. Inside, the temperature and humidity remain stable, crucial for the spider's survival since it depends on a balanced microclimate to prevent its exoskeleton from drying out. Physically, the Goliath tarantula is a masterpiece of strength and resilience. Its body is covered in thick brown hairs, ranging from reddish brown to almost black, depending on its age and habitat. These hairs are not just for show, they play a vital role in defense. When threatened, the Goliath uses its hind legs to flick urticating hairs into the air, microscopic barbed fibers that irritate skin and, if inhaled, can cause inflammation of the mucous membranes. This defensive mechanism is extremely effective against small mammals, birds, and reptiles. Although its bite is often feared, it's important to note that the Goliath tarantula's venom is not lethal to humans. The pain is comparable to a wasp sting, with some swelling and mild irritation. The real danger often lies in panic reactions or allergic responses. In the wild, its venom is used to immobilize and digest prey, which includes a variety of small animals. Despite the name bird-eating tarantula, its diet is far more varied than the title suggests. While it can occasionally catch a small bird, such incidents are rare. Its main menu consists of insects, rodents, frogs, and other small amphibians, which it ambushes silently at night. The Goliath is a patient and efficient hunter. It doesn't spin webs to catch prey like other spiders. Instead, it waits near the entrance of its burrow, sensing vibrations in the ground with its sensitive legs. As soon as it detects movement, it strikes with surprising speed, using its powerful fangs to inject venom and digestive enzymes that liquefy the prey's insides before consuming the contents. Feeding for the Goliath tarantula is a combination of strength, precision, and evolutionary adaptation. Its fangs, chelicerae, are long and sharp, capable of piercing the exoskeleton of insects and even the skin of small vertebrates. Its external digestive system, a typical feature of spiders, dissolves the prey's flesh into a liquid that can be sucked in. This strategy allows the spider to consume a wide range of foods without chewing, which its anatomy doesn't permit. Female Goliaths are larger and live longer than males, reaching up to 20 years, while males rarely live beyond 6 years. After mating, females produce a silk egg sac containing 50 to 200 eggs, which hatch after several weeks. The mother guards the nest fiercely, preventing any intrusion until the spiderlings are ready to leave. However, survival rates among the young are low, as many fall prey to other insects, reptiles, or even larger spiders. A particularly fascinating aspect of the Goliath tarantula is its molting process. Like all arthropods, it must shed its exoskeleton periodically to grow. During this vulnerable phase, which can last for hours, the spider lies on its back, motionless and defenseless. It neither eats nor moves, focusing entirely on shedding its old exoskeleton. Remarkably, lost limbs often regenerate during subsequent molts. The shed exoskeleton is an exact replica of the spider's body, often mistaken by onlookers for the carcass of a giant dead spider. Despite its terrifying appearance, the Goliath tarantula's behavior is mostly defensive. When threatened, it rarely attacks immediately. It first assumes an intimidating posture, raising its front legs and displaying its gleaming fangs. Then it may produce a hissing sound, stridulation, by rubbing parts of its legs together. A clear clear warning to back off. If the intruder persists, it may flick its urticating hairs or, as a last resort, bite. This sequence of escalating defenses shows that the animal prefers to avoid confrontation, conserving energy and minimizing injury risk. In the rainforest ecosystem, the Goliath tarantula plays an important ecological role. As a top invertebrate predator, it helps control populations of insects and small vertebrates, maintaining balance in the food chain. Its burrows also provide shelter for smaller animals, either after being abandoned or shared temporarily. The relationship between humans and Goliath tarantulas is one of myth and fascination. For centuries, exaggerated stories about giant spiders eating birds or attacking people have circulated among explorers and locals. In reality, despite its size and strength, this spider rarely poses any direct threat. In recent years, its behavior and ecology have attracted scientists and wildlife photographers eager to study and document this extraordinary creature. Interestingly, the name bird eating comes from a single historical event. In 1705, a European explorer described witnessing a large tarantula eating a hummingbird, a rare but possible sight. The name stuck even though the species' diet is far more diverse. In practice, the Goliath rarely bothers to hunt birds, preferring prey that's easier to catch on the forest floor. Despite its size and strength, the Goliath tarantula faces real threats. Deforestation in tropical forests is reducing its habitat, and illegal capture for the exotic pet trade adds more pressure to its populations. While not yet critically endangered, there are growing concerns about human impact on its ecosystems. Protecting the rainforests of Guyana and the Amazon is essential not only for this species, but for the balance of the entire region. Scientific research on the Goliath tarantula has also yielded valuable discoveries. Studies on its venom have identified chemical compounds with potential medical applications, including painkillers and antiarrhythmic drugs. Additionally, its urticating hairs and exoskeleton structures have inspired innovations in nanotechnology and materials engineering, proving that even the most feared creatures can inspire scientific progress. In summary, the Goliath bird-eater tarantula stands as a symbol of nature's grandeur and complexity. Its colossal size, unique behavior, and ecological importance make it one of the most remarkable creatures in the arthropod kingdom. Though often seen as frightening, it represents balance, strength, and adaptability. A true queen of the South American rainforests. Its silent presence in the shadows of the jungle reminds us that nature still holds incredible secrets, and that even the most fearsome creatures play vital roles in sustaining life. The Goliath tarantula, with its powerful name and intimidating look, continues to fascinate scientists and adventurers alike, reminding us that fear often stems from ignorance, and that true understanding reveals not monsters, but evolutionary marvels worthy of admiration and respect. Number 8. The black cayman. The black cayman, an enormous crocodilian found in the Amazon rainforest, is one of the most feared predators in the region. These powerful reptiles are the largest predators in the Amazon and can take on almost any animal that crosses their path. Though not the longest of predators, they rank among the top in pure mass and strength. Their nearly black skin helps them blend perfectly into the murky waters of the Amazon, making them nearly impossible to detect until it's too late. These stealthy hunters are most active at night, ambushing prey from the water and dragging them below the surface to drown before devouring them. They can take down large mammals, fish, and even other predators. If you ever find yourself near Amazonian waters, be cautious. You might not see the black cayman coming until it's already too late. Number 7. The boa surprise at Red Lobster. At a Red Lobster restaurant in North Carolina, employees were in for a huge surprise when they discovered a 22-foot boa constrictor lurking in the trees behind the restaurant. That's definitely not something you expect to find while taking a lunch break. Boas, native to South America, don't naturally live in that area unless they've been kept as exotic pets. It turns out boas are a popular choice among those who want a unique pet, but when they grow too large or become unwanted, they are sometimes released into the wild. When authorities arrived to capture the snake, they found it wasn't aggressive. Instead, it was simply trying to crawl away and find a safe place. Despite the initial shock, the snake posed no real threat. It was more interested in escaping than attacking. Although boas are known for their size and strength, they generally aren't dangerous unless provoked or threatened. If you ever encounter one, the best advice is to stay calm, give it space, and let it move on its way. Number 6. The scrub python in Queensland, Australia. a country famous for its wild creatures. The scrub python stands out as one of the largest. Recently, a massive scrub python was spotted in a rainforest park. These snakes can grow up to 25 feet long, though it's rare to see one of that size. In this particular case, park rangers were driving when they saw what they thought was a fallen tree branch. As they got closer, they realized they were looking at one of these enormous snakes, which can be surprisingly stealthy in dense rainforest environments. The python measured around 16 feet long, still an impressive size for this species. If I were in the ranger's place and saw that branch suddenly start moving, I'd probably run the other way immediately. Scrub pythons are non-venomous and use their size and strength to overpower prey. Although they generally avoid humans, encountering such giants unexpectedly in remote locations can be quite unnerving. Number 5. The African rock python. The African rock python, native to sub-Saharan Africa, is one of the most formidable snakes in the world. Known for its massive size and incredible strength, this snake is a constrictor that uses its powerful coils to suffocate its prey. Unlike some other pythons, African rock pythons are known to cause heart failure in their victims due to the immense pressure they exert. These snakes have been sighted far beyond their native range, including in the Florida swamps, where they are part of the ongoing struggle against invasive Burmese pythons. While Burmese pythons are infamous for their ability to overpower alligators, African rock pythons are even more aggressive. Scientists have described them as being born to attack the moment they hatch. Unfortunately, this aggressive nature has led to tragic incidents. In 2013, a 20-foot African rock python escaped its enclosure in Canada, slithered through air ducts, and fell from the ceiling onto 2 young boys. The next morning, both boys were found lifeless, with the snake still nearby. Other incidents have occurred as well. In 2002, a 10-year-old boy was killed and swallowed by an African rock python in Africa. And in 1999, a 3-year-old boy in Illinois was strangled by one of these deadly snakes. Number 4. The Papuan python. In Indonesia, a tragic and shocking story unfolded when a 26-year-old man named Akbar went missing after heading out to harvest palm oil on his family's plantation. Neighbors reported hearing screams and sounds of a struggle that night, which prompted an investigation. Not far from the plantation, authorities discovered a massive 30-foot Papuan python. The snake had a noticeable bulge in its stomach, suggesting it had recently eaten something very large. When they opened the snake, they made a horrifying discovery. The man was inside. This tragic encounter between humans and wildlife highlights the dangers that exist in regions like Indonesia, where human settlements and vast rainforests overlap. These forests are home to a wide variety of wildlife, including dangerous predators like tigers and giant snakes. Rapid deforestation in the area only increases the chances of encounters between humans and wild animals as people continue to invade their natural habitats. With growing populations of species like the Papuan python and continued human expansion, it's crucial for both people and wildlife to learn to coexist, to prevent more devastating encounters like this one. Number 3. A terrifying encounter with a giant snake. In many tropical regions such as South America and Africa, stories of enormous reptiles are common. Whether through blurry photos or bizarre accounts, everyone has heard some unbelievable tales. But one encounter stands out among the rest. In 1959, Colonel Remy van Leerde, a Belgian Air Force pilot during World War II, experienced something extraordinary while stationed at a base in Kamina, Congo. Returning from a mission, he spotted a massive creature emerging from a hole in the ground. Curious, he circled back and descended in his helicopter to investigate. To his shock, he saw a gigantic snake, nearly 50 feet long, making it one of the largest ever recorded. The tension rose when the snake lifted its head, about 10 feet into the air, as if ready to strike. Despite the danger, Van Leerde managed to take several photographs of the creature. Experts later analyzed the photos and agreed they were authentic. The snake's coloration led some to believe it could have been a giant anaconda, though the fact that it was spotted in Congo adds another layer of mystery. This encounter certainly raises the question, what other creatures might still be hiding in nature, waiting to be discovered? Number 2. The green anaconda. When it comes to terrifying creatures, it's hard to beat the intimidating presence of a giant snake, especially one like the green anaconda, known as one of the largest and heaviest snake species on the planet. The green anaconda certainly lives up to its fearsome reputation. This titan can grow over 23 feet long and weigh an impressive 600 pounds, and that's just for specimens recorded in captivity. Who knows how big those living in the wild can truly get? Green anacondas are apex predators in their environment with no natural enemies. What's particularly fascinating about these creatures is their feeding strategy. Their jaws can unhinge, allowing them to swallow prey whole, no matter the size. If you ever see an anaconda with a swollen midsection, it's likely digesting its last meal, which can take weeks. Green anacondas are highly adaptable, thriving in rivers, swamps, and even climbing trees. Although they usually avoid humans unless provoked, it's always wise to keep your distance. Remember, they're in control of their territory, and you're just a visitor in their world. Number 1. The Diamondback rattlesnake. The Diamondback rattlesnake, often called the Texas Diamondback, is one of the most dangerous venomous snakes found in the southern United States and parts of Mexico. These snakes are well known for their aggressive nature and are not afraid to defend themselves when threatened. They shake their rattles as a warning, but if you ignore it, you could end up bitten by one of these deadly creatures. In July 2017, a woman named Kat Terry encountered one of these rattlesnakes in Florida while out for a walk. She spotted the massive snake stretched across a 2-lane road. In her video, she noted that the snake took up almost 2/3 of the road's width. Had she not been careful, she might have stepped right on it when she got out of her car. Diamondback rattlesnakes are equipped with venom that can be lethal. Their venom is a powerful hemotoxin that destroys red blood cells and causes severe tissue damage. In the case of a bite, immediate medical attention is crucial to prevent fatal consequences. The aggressive nature of this snake and the danger it poses make it one you should definitely avoid when exploring the wild.